everyone, my name is Barbara, a former private equity analyst at Morgan Stanley. In today's lecture, I would like to share some of the insights about asset management. What's asset management in general, and what are the functional roles within the firms? How large asset management firms do asset allocation? And I want to share some bloody truth about how to break into this industry and how we can later on manage our career in corporate America. When I was an interviewer, I always asked the interviewees, what's your opinion about the capital markets right now? What are the differences between buy side and sell side? And the truth is, most of the students failed to give me a concrete answer. No numbers, no structure of the pitch. Not to mention the deep understanding of what is finance in their mind. We have to bear in mind, speaking in the same language with interviewers can potentially help you secure the offer. And we're going to touch this in the later on sessions. What is asset management? They manage their client's asset, which includes cash and cash equivalents, financial products, housing, etc. There are actually two roles, investor and bankers, within asset management firms. So two major functionalities within the firm are market-facing and client-facing role. Market-facing, of course, related with investors. They do investments to meet the client's risk appetites. Client-facing, more like an institutional sales-oriented position. They are not only developing more relationship with their clients, typical business development role, but also maintain a healthy relationship with existing clients, as we refer to client service role, as they always want to get more from them. Why? Bankers and sales are evaluated by their sales and transaction performance. But before we jump into the large picture of asset management industry, I want to briefly share the fact of how asset management firms making money. And before we jump into how the firm's making money, I want to introduce the term fiduciary model. If you get the chance to meet BlackRock, PIMCO, State Street, those dedicated asset managers, it would be great to complement their fiduciary model. Fiduciary means all of their asset under management, which is referred as AUM, belongs to their clients. Asset management firms make money by getting management fees from their clients. And there's two key factors to determine the exactly numbers asset management firms make. The first one is size, which is the AUM. And the second one is performance fee, which means you perform better in the threshold, you agree with the clients, and you will get more. So understand the business model is crucial for our later on session because the interest between asset management firms and their clients are perfectly aligned. And that is the reason why fiduciary model is that important. And this can be a perfect answer for the differences between sell side and buy side as well. Sell side mainly focus on selling their products or services to make money, while buy side firms are the one that has real money at hand to invest. Hence, we can realize why firms have their own research department and why they don't really look at the sell side reports. What are the day-to-day activities within an asset management firm? For mutual fund, the asset management firm help investors to long or short mutual fund. And the asset management firm recommended mutual fund to them and to help the clients be on board so they will invest in the mutual fund. Meanwhile, as a client services oriented role, at the first-hand analyst, they do tons of reports, weekly reports, monthly reports, quarterly reports, annual reports. When I was a junior, it was a perfect learning process. I would strongly recommend you to favorable to impress the recruiter when interviewing a client-facing role. Even operations or business analysts, you are very detail-oriented, very down to the earth. You are committed to learn about the industry by working from the ground. Because all those positions bear repetition of work. The recruiter would believe that you are a coachable and likable person so that your personality is naturally a good fit. If you are interviewing for a sales position, on the other hand, say a trader, I would recommend you to show that you are a person who thrives for the challenge. Buy sides are still challenging, but it's just the work bears repetitions to some extent. we actually get familiar with the market through repetitive work and reports. It is actually value added since we get to know the changing of the dynamics of the markets by different reports. Thus, the positioning and performance of the portfolio, the client's feedback would be also different. During the interview, it would be great if you can show that you are capable of doing a lot of groundwork and value adding work, and you would be considered as a very desirable candidate. Last, we're going to see some of the top performers in asset management industry. Some of them are very popular and you're going to be very familiar with their names. Campus recruiting for asset management industry just started a couple years ago. Campus recruiting is popular for investment banks and consulting right before and after financial crisis. Banking sector kind of shrank with some prop trading department cut. Some of the former traders from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan had got to the asset management industry. So this is how the asset management going to have on-campus recruitment. And this is very crucial for everyone to know that you can get the job even before you graduated. So why should we know some of the top firms? Say you went to an interview with the top asset management firms. They're asking, what are other opportunities that you are considering right now? Instead of saying I'm looking into Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, Morgan Stanley, UBS, say something specially about asset management. You can say I'm also looking into BlackRock, Wellington, PIMCO, Fidelity, and they will know that you are on our side. And look into similar opportunities because those cultures are very different from the sell-side firms. When asset management firms recruit with the campus, they value your familiarity with the industry and whether you are committed into it or not. So if you can leave to the interviewer that you are very down to the earth, you are very thinking in their shoes, and you are a very typical buy-side person, and this is how you're going to get the job.